Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnearly.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I'm taking part in the Stamping Around the World video hop, so please do check out the description for this video and there will be links to everyone else taking part in the hop. Our theme for this month is my favourite bundle. So, for today, at the time of recording, my favourite bundle is Perfectly Pears, and I've even included the Painterly Pears Designer Series paper with this. I am a fickle crafter and I love everything Stampin' Up, so ask me tomorrow my favourite, then it's probably something different. But this is what we're going to use. This gorgeous stamp set. To be honest, all I'm using from this is the sentiment for this project, and I have used dies to cut out pieces of the Designer Series paper and used the paper itself to create a little gift package. Now, this is actually the project that I made with my team members in our monthly Zoom class. So I gave them all a packet of cookies to put in there as well. And I gave them all of the Designer Series paper and the die cuts. They just had to stamp something. So that's why there's not much stamping involved in this. Now on this one I did use the Framed Scenes die set, those two ovals there, but this is now in the last chance and still available here in the UK, but I wasn't sure it would be available in every other market, so I'm going to adapt my decoration for the one that I'm making today. Now I have a template for this, and what you will need is a piece of Designer Series paper that measures 6 inches by 12 inches, so exactly half a sheet of the Painterly Pears, and then another contrasting but coordinating piece for the belly band closure that is 1 1/4 inches by 10 inches on that, and then some bits of decoration. So this time around, again, I have die cut from the Designer Series paper, but you could obviously stamp and colour. So there's a 2-step stamp there. Stamp your outline in one colour and fill in with a different colour, and it's a distinctive set, so you get different shading on that there. And then die cut. This is the die that I used on the Designer Series paper, and this one as well for the leaves. And then I've also got some of those little flowers that I will use as well. So let's get on and score this and assemble it. So bring my trimmer in. And on the short side, I want to score that at 1 1/4. I'm going to take that cutting blade way out of the way. 1 1/4. I'm just making sure I've got that neatly butted up there, so I'm scoring straight. And then at 4 3/4. Okay, and then on the long side, I want to score that at 3 3/4, 5 3/4. Let's pop this out so I can do the next one at 9 1/2. And then at 11 1/2. Like so. Okay, put my trimmer away. And I'm just going to use my fingers to burnish this because it is just paper. If I was doing something in card, I would use my bone folder, but I'm just lining up, making sure that got everything nice and straight before I give them a press, like so. And that last one there. Okay, so now I need to get my paper snips. I'm going to do along the bottom first of all. I'm going to cut straight up just to that intersection there. So cut straight along that score line just to there, like so. Yeah, it's fair enough, it's fine. And then do the next one, and the next one, and I'll just do the next one as well, but I'm going to take a little wedge out that side and a little wedge out that side too. Okay, and while I'm here, I'll take a little snippet off there. No, that's not where I want to take the snippet off, because that's coming off. I'll take the snippet off there. Okay, and while we're snipping, I'm going to take a little wedge off that side, and I'm doing the same on this one as well. So the two shorter, narrower sections rather get a little bit taken off, and it looks like that. Okay, so if I bring my template in, you can now see that we've got a little bit more cutting to do. I need to take out all of that there. Now, I could simply just do this with my snips. I'm just going to take that down to there, like that, and I could cut right the way along there. Or if you're feeling brave, or if you're not that great at making sure that you're cutting straight, you can line that up. Again, probably easier to do it this side. So I'm lining that back up at 1 1/4. Okay, got that butted right up there. It's still at 1 1/4 here. And this is where I've already chopped a little bit out. That's where I'm going to start. Let's get that back to 1 1/4, 1 1/4. And that should be at 8 1/4. So I can put, I think that just went there. There is a little marker on your trimmer that shows you where you're at. So I'm going to pop that down like that, cut along like that, and I have a nice straight edge. I'm not sure I would have been able to do that as straight with my snips, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so there we have it. Now matches my template. Okay, let's just put a little bit of glue on this tab. And then fold that over. Give that a little press. Fold it over the other way, give that a little press. And then we need to glue the base. And normally I would have a full panel there, but I wanted to make sure that I managed to get 2 out of these one sheet. So I'm going to add glue to those side panels, and then I'm going to pop that one over and just try and make sure it's all nice and square. And then I'm going to put pop glue on here. I'm not putting any glue there because that would then make the bottom of my box a little bit sticky, and I don't want that. So just press that down like so. Then pinch that and line up the sides like that, and then fold that over, and we have the basis of our bag. Take your other piece of designer series paper and then just fold it as you go, round and around, and I've obviously done that a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do is chop that down a bit, and in case that's not straight, I can put that on there. So back with my glue, a little bit of glue on the top edge of this one and the underside of that one, and then that way both bits are glued. Need to hold that for a second, Heather. Patience. Clearly my piece of paper was not straight. I got that, but it doesn't matter. It's on the bottom, no one will know. Okay. Then for my decoration, I've got my pear, my leaves, my little flowers, and I also gave my team some of the low profile sparkle dots. I gave them one in each colour. And I am going to stamp my thank you directly onto my pear. Like so. Then I'm going to pop that onto here. So I'm just going to glue that straight onto the belly band in situ. A little bit of glue, a little bit of glue, like so. Let's pop that here and hope I didn't get glue right to the end there. And again, I don't want to have glue at either side there, so just pop some glue down the centre. Pop that on like so. Then my little bit of flowers. And I'll pop that on there like that. And then I can just add some embellishments, if I can peel them off this without leaving the sticky behind. So that was Pretty Peacock that I used to stamp. Should have told you that. And final one down there like that. So slightly different version, just using products from the Painterly Pears suite. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please click on that subscribe button. Click the bell and get a notification the next time I upload a tutorial. As a reminder, please do click on the description button for this video and hop around and see what other favourite bundle inspiration you can find. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye.